guys. So, my mom leaves tomorrow. Well, we leave to take my mom back to Winnipeg so she can fly back to Nova Scotia tomorrow. Oh, sad. My diet has kind of hit the rocks. I think it's just because I'm depressed that I don't get my mom anymore. Because I like her. She's pretty cool. So, I'm kind of sad. I'm trying not to show you my food, but I'm starving and I need to film before people come over. I need to eat. So if you see my food, I'm really sorry. I'm kind of depressed that my mom's leaving. I have to take her away. So I've been kind of like eating really badly. And I look at the food and I'm like, you know, you're bad for me. I shouldn't eat you. What could I have instead? And then I'm like, fuck it. This is easy and yummy. And then I'm like, nom, 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 nom. That is exactly how I eat too, by the way. So that sucks, but I am actually having this yummy delight of food. So there's green things on there, so yay. But anyway, okay. That's my update. I'm traveling for the next couple of days. And then my son has a medical appointment on Tuesday. And then I'm going to stay with a friend for a day. And then I come home. And then my son goes with his dad for a couple days. And then I go back to work. So it's going to be an interesting week. So anyway, take care. My cat is like clawing at me. Does anybody want a cat? Oh, okay. Bye.
Hi everybody, it's Leah. It is Monday, March 10th, and yeah, one thing I kind of realized this morning is, so my last gym membership, I had a quarterly membership, and that expired on the 9th, and so a couple days ago, I bought a 1-year membership because it's so much cheaper. It's like two quarterly memberships for the price of a 1-year membership. So I decided to like kind of not splurge, but just like plan ahead like that. So now it's done. I'm good for the whole year, and that starts today. So I'm a little stoked over that. That means I don't have to pay anything else for a whole year to use the gym. And I got a facility pass, means I can swim as much as I want and I can work out as much as I want. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm doing week 2, day 3 of the Couch to 5K, which is run for 1.5 minutes and walk for 2 minutes. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do the same thing I did last time, where at the end of my very last interval for my cool down, I'll start with I'll finish with a 4-mile-an-hour jog, and then I'll see how I feel from then. I might just keep running for a bit, do some more intervals, and work my way up to maybe 3 or 4 miles, depending on how much time I'm spending, and if there are people in the gym, because right now the parking lot's pretty empty. I think all I see are staff vehicles, so finger crossed that one of these vehicles is not like someone on the treadmill. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into a good run today. Yeah, it's nicer weather. And I think once it gets up, like in a couple weeks, when it starts getting into the long runs, that's when I'll run outside. Cause yeah, I like running outside, and this is mainly just like speed training. I'm not trying to work my way up to a 5K because I can already run 5K. What I'm trying to do is just shorten my time, and eventually I would like to get up to a half marathon, because I've already done a 5K, I've already done a 10K. I think my next goal will be a 10-miler, and after that, another 3.1 miles or whatever, won't be as intimidating. But yeah, right now my goal is to get a good 5K, and then I'm going to try to do a better 10K than the one I did last year, which was like, I had a terrible cold and I got bronchitis. So yeah, those are my running goals this year. Is I want to improve my 5K to get closer to half an hour. I want to do another, like, and these aren't races, these are just like personal fun runs, but do 10K again and try to get well under 2 hours instead of when I was sick, where it was just like squeaking under 2 hours. And get a 10-miler in at some point this year. Whether I'm going to be able to do that before the snow starts falling in the fall, because our summer and our spring and all the warm weather is not very, like, we don't have a lot of that in this part of the world. And then when it does get really hot, I personally end up getting really susceptible to being heat sick, and so I have to be careful about that, and I'm gonna have to like figure out a good way to rearrange my runs, and I don't know, I'll figure something out, because I know last year during July I didn't run outside at all because it was just too hot. But if I were to run like super early in the morning, that wouldn't be a problem. So maybe it's more just a discipline of like, get your ass out of bed early when it's cooler and then go for a run. So yeah, we'll figure that out as summer approaches. I really want to be more prepared for running in different weather, because like this past winter, my goal was focused more on being prepared for SAD, seasonal affective disorder, which is a weather-induced depression with the lack of sunlight and vitamin D and everything. I mentioned that before in a different vlog, and I really wanted to make sure I was prepared for that so that I didn't fall off the wagon during the winter, which I haven't, and I'm very proud of that. So now during the summer, I want to make sure that the hot weather doesn't also like get in the way, which this 1 year pass will help, because if I can go to the gym, there's no excuse if I can't run outside. So I'm going to run into the gym now. I got to get to my workout. See you later. Alright, I finished my 5K workout, and I was at 2.08 miles, so I pushed it to a half mile, 2.5 miles. But I finished my cool down. So on my last interval I did the run, and then I did 5 minutes at 4 miles an hour, and then cooled down with 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes at 3 miles an hour. And then I did a minute of 6.5 miles an hour. And then I alternated between 4 miles an hour and 6 miles an hour for a minute each. So a minute 4, minute 6, minute 4, minute 6. So I did a half mile in 5 minutes, which is good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I want to get my body used to lowering my heart rate during a 4 mile an hour rest instead of a 3 mile an hour rest. So yeah, I'm gonna stretch, then I gotta get home because my husband leaves for work in like 20 minutes. So I gotta get going. Bye. Hello, it's later in the afternoon, and so we took a walk to the park, and as you can see, pretty much all the snow is gone. There are large piles of snow everywhere, obviously from like when the plows would clear the roads and whatnot, and those piles of snow will take a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna say like 90% of the snow is gone. There will be like magical little pockets of snow that will stay well until like April. Wait, it is April. Well into like the end of April. And those are always interesting to find. Usually it's more like in the bush and the trees and whatnot, where they were covered with like debris or dirt, and that actually insulates the snow to keep it from melting. So yeah, but we're at the park, gonna play around, walk around, enjoy some like nice sunny afternoon. It's not too cold, but yeah. Let me see, I'm gonna find a rock to sit on. So it's Shark Week, and yesterday my hormones just went like haywire. It was just like, I've been really good during my PMS to not like let too much like take hold and whatnot. But yesterday it just came to a head, and I didn't give a damn. I went shopping for just before I had lunch, and shopping hungry is in general like not good, but the thing was I was craving something and I didn't know what. So I was like walking up and down all the aisles, and I was buying what we needed, but there was also like something I didn't know, but I wanted it so bad. And then I go to 2 different grocery stores because we have 2, and depending on what I'm buying, like one is really good for like veggies and whatnot, and the other is good for like dry stuff. And but yeah, I was at the second grocery store, and I was looking in the frozen food section, and I found this box of like beef and bean burritos, and that was just like, oh my god, that's what I've been like wanting. So I bought the box of beef and bean burritos, and they're like 300 calories each, and I had 3 of them yesterday. I had 2 for lunch, and then I had 1 with supper. So that's 900 calories worth of burritos. And then I wanted chocolate, and so I had like I had 5 or 6 like of the little Cadbury mini eggs, and my body's like, no, this isn't what we want. Like, we want chocolate. I'm like, just eat chocolate. So I ended up making cookies. I made red velvet chocolate chip cookies because I didn't want chocolate chip cookies, but the red velvet ones, they looked like stuff. And so I ended up having 5 cookies last night. So it was not like a good day. I said, whatever. It's one day in the month. I'm not going to stress about it, but I'm also not going to like let it become a common occurrence every week where it's like, oh, it's just one day a week. No, but one day in the month where you just like say, yeah. So it turned into like just like a maintenance day, a bad maintenance day. And yeah, I know that I'm gonna have to keep it tight this week for the rest of the week, because Thursday I'm going to a game night with some friends. So I'm just gonna like, up until 1 p.m. I'll do like my normal fasting, but in the evening, like, I'm not, because it's game night with friends, and you don't want to be the one person at the party who's like, no, I can't eat snacks, and I can't have water, and I can't do this. Like, the party's starting at 9, and that's exactly when my fasting ends. I'm not like, I want to have fun, so I'm going to eat snacks and have fun responsibly, because this isn't like, I'm not building a eating disorder. I'm building a lifestyle change, and part of that is learning how to go to parties and events with your friends and have fun and not like binge and eat all the crap. I'm gonna have wine and I'm gonna have snacks, but I'm also gonna wake up in the morning feeling fine and knowing that I had a good time and I didn't like eat 3,000 calories worth of junk. So yeah, I still am gonna like keep it tight during the week so that I have those spare calories to play with. And Thursday I'm going to be doing a run anyways, so I'm going to have those extra calories. So yeah, it just works out, and that's life, is trying to figure out, because if I'm not going to be happy on this journey, in like when I finally get to whatever my goal weight is and I'm still like freaking out about food, that's not healthy. That's an eating disorder. I don't want an eating disorder. I want a healthy relationship with food where I know I can have a burger and not flip out, and I can watch what I eat and not feel like I'm starving or denying myself. So yeah, I am probably gonna walk some laps around the playground just to get some like extra steps in and extra this everyday exercise. So yes, I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Hello. It is Tuesday. It is a beautiful day. So I am walking at the Tourist Bureau. Yeah, the Tourist Bureau consists of a museum, there is a town mascot statue, a bunch of other stuff, and also campgrounds. And a lot of nice little roads here and everything. So I figured I would take a walk before kiddo gets home from school. I have about 40 minutes-ish. If they get out early, I have half an hour. So I'm banking on half an hour. Because it finishes right at 3:30. And she's never, even if she's home early, she's never home at 3:30. She's home by like 3:35, 3:40 at the earliest she's been. So, like yesterday, she was home at almost 4. So, yeah, taking a walk, enjoying the nice weather. I brought a scarf to keep my neck warm. Otherwise, yeah, I don't have running shoes on, and I'm also not wearing running attire, jeans and whatnot, so I might jog a little bit just for fun, but otherwise I'm just gonna walk and enjoy the weather and hopefully not run into like a hungry bear, because springtime's coming and they should all be waking up soon. But there wouldn't be any dens like right around the campground because it's actually closer to the inside of town. If I go further that way, there's a highway and then somewhere in the wilderness over there, there's probably like a bear den. But I don't think there's one in the immediate vicinity because that's just like a dumb spot. Animals wouldn't pick something so close to town for their most vulnerable time of year. So yes, it is beautiful. My back is getting very warm because it is less windy in this area than I expected it to. That's why I brought the scarf, is if my chest and my neck feels cold, then my whole body feels extra cold. But as long as my neck is warm, then the rest of my body is like, yeah, we're cool. So I'm going to finish my walk. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.